Hello everyone and welcome back here at DreamHack Showdown. We will move to map number 2 very soon and it will be Overpass. But let's talk a little bit about what we just saw on Inferno, because that's what she said. They've taken down their first opponent here and man, it was looking spicy.
It was spicy, considering it's Inferno. I like how the puggier approach coming out from Pinecone and her merry ladies actually won it out. And going to Overpass, I'm expecting more from Abel. I mean, they don't want to go down without a fight, and I won't lie, like, they are an actual team, right, compared to, that's what she said. I mean, the name is kind of evident. They're just a pug team, they're playing for fun, and right now, they're just beating full-fledged teams, which is very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, Des already mentioned it, that Overpass is a little bit of a harder map to play if you're more of a puggy style team. So let's see how they adapt, because, you know, they were looking pretty much on fire during the first map, but it wasn't going without a fight. So now it's time for that Overpass. Util is so important. We saw a little bit of some awkward smokes here and there. So let's see if they can improve on those and show a little bit of a better side here, Abel. They are starting on the T side, run and gunning towards that B-bomb side. Great flash from Pinecone there to help Miss Harvey. Already 2 kills. And now Blender is instantly going to wrap around from short, flanking towards that monster. But little do they know that they're already onto that side. But here they come. More kills coming in. Blender is 1 HP, so anything is really possible.
It is possible, and Blender is going to be leading the charge. 1 HP, 1 kill to a name, looking to find where the remaining players are. Exile replies by great shot from her to find Cirrus, looking for more, dueling it out. And that's a great hold from Sapphire and Exile. 2v3, and they make it look so very clean there. And Able Esports, not wasting any time. Fast hit towards the B-bomb side, just running in through Monster. And the first 2 kills actually went the way of, that's what she said, Miss Harvey, enabled by the brilliant flashbang from a teammate. But yet, 3v5, they recover, keeping 2 players alive in the end. And for that's what she said, we should be seeing the buy coming out here. Miss Harvey going for the full eco. I can respect that, wanting to go for the AWP buy early on. And for the rest of the players, Blender with the MP9 and, you know, a mix of pistols here for, that's what she said, and for the side of Able. A couple of Galils, Mag 10s. Should be a comfortable round as long as they play this one smart. And let's see how this one plays out. I like that's what she said it's doing. They have 2 players playing towards the long, because one of the more traditional approaches on the anti-eco, on the T side, would be to go towards the long, right? Because you have the rifles, you have the better weaponry, you want to take advantage of these long-range duels. But that's what she said. They're playing this very safe, and Bouchard just running in, spots a player out, and she's like, yep, we're just getting the hell out of there.
And Abel is just running out a little bit. And oh, Bouchard now with a first. They're on to Miss Harvey, so that's already a good start. And she's just going to keep going. Oh, and it was a little bit... Wait. Did I just see a little bit of a glitch there during, like, through the wall? I'm not sure if they were spawning that, or maybe that was just us on the Go TV. But here we go. A lot of kills now going the way of Abel. Of course, this is kind of how it should go. The better weaponry and the Mac 10s and the Galils definitely win it over. That's what she said. But yeah, money-wise, not too great. They will have to eco one more time in order to fall by the next round. But yeah, let's see what they're going to be doing with these pistols.
Yeah, just a few upgraded pistols, and Miss Harvey, again, yeah, she's going to go for the AWP buy-in. This should be an easy round for Able Esports. You know, they have the Mac in the hands of Exile, they have the rifles, and no Kevlar for the majority of the players, so that's what she said. And should be a comfortable round here. Although, that's what she said. I like this. I like how they just go for these stacks instead of playing default to the pistols, which is something I'm a big fan of. And they're going to be walking in straight into that stack. Cirrus going to find one with Exile with that Mag 10, replying back with Pinecone with a quick trade of her own. Sapphire's on 26 HP. This can get scary, but Smiley dispatches of Cirrus, leaving it to the Pinecone and Blender to make something happen. The boost is going to be coming in. Are they going to be expecting that as a question? They're not able to spot anyone out. Bomb getting planted, Pinecone trying to just jump and spot someone close by. No one there. And the post plants are good. They have a Molotov as well, and this should be the round. I really don't see that's what she said, bringing this one back.
You could see Pinecone there hoping that maybe there was a rifle somewhere on the ground to make it happen. But Blend actually did find a nice Galil for herself. But yeah, in this scenario, there's not a whole lot of things you can do. Maybe try and hope you can deal some sort of damage, get away with a weapon. And Blendo is just getting the hell out of there with the Galil. So that's at least one weapon that you can take going into the next round. Some nice damage dealt, but the economy is looking very, very solid for Abel. And they're just looking to keep it going. You know, now they also have that AWP onto Exile. Very interesting to see what she's going to be doing with that, though. Usually people just peek onto mid if they have a very good spawn. But maybe things will change. The op on the CT side, though, so Miss Harvey now is sitting in that toilet area. So let's see what will happen. Now already Abel having some short control here. Eventually will be met by one smoke to delay things just a tiny bit, but so far, oh my god. Yeah, that's bye-bye to the boost. Straight right through that wood, and also a little bit of damage onto Mini, down to 29 health. Yeah, that's a pretty good start there from Abel.
Yeah, I kind of like what Minio and Blender were doing there. They thought Abel wouldn't be expecting the second boost coming out, but KB, she's just rattling off bullets everywhere. And now Miss Harvey, all eyes on her. She did go for the double save earlier. Bouchard finds Cirrus and Sunny's A bomb side is looking a little problematic for the CT side. 3v5, and Pinecone walks straight into a death. She was trying to find some information, and with that kill, the T's, they can go anywhere they want. They're going to be heading towards B because they don't find any presence there. There's just one player waiting. That's Minio. But considering how low she is, she's going to be waiting towards Heavens, and she's going to be falling on back. The Flames are going to push her back. 29 points of health. There's nothing she can do. And Able Esports, they're looking solid here. And this is a round that they wanted to win without losing any players, and they haven't lost anyone yet. Miss Harvey left alone. She spent a lot of time just gathering the money to be able to afford this op, and now she's alone. And the hunt is on. You can see the T slowly clearing out all the angles. And knowing that it's Miss Harvey, they're going to be expecting the op. And they will be on the hunt, although I don't think they're going to find her in time. But this has been a great start from Able Esports. You know, the first round got a little close, but so far these Byrons and anti-ecos have been solid. And I say she might get away with this, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. She might find one, and well, she finds none. That is flawless. That is absolutely flawless from the T side, and they've even gone for the double op on the T side. That I'm not a big fan of, but you know what? Screw it. I want to see it.
I mean, they're having the balls at this point. You know, they're having a great lead now going into this map. The confidence, you can see it just being there. It's very solid, and the money, you know, even if they lose this round, the money is definitely there to back it right up. So let's see what they're going to be doing. Two people here that will be peeking, you know, a little bit from a distance, but I guess that's kind of what you want with that AWP, hoping on those long-range battles. But so far, not really anyone showing their faces. Kimmy is taking a little bit of damage there. Not exactly sure what was happening. Maybe it was no, Kimmy's all the way back here. How did she take damage?
I don't know. I didn't notice. Maybe something magical, but she gets the kill. She stays alive, and of course she has the AWP. She can just stay at the back lines. Doesn't really have to lead the charge here, but Able Esports, after the initial little hold, they're going to be opting to go towards this B bomb site. And again, you know, they hedge your bets right. They head towards B. No one there. Clearing out all the angles, and should be another round here for Able. 5-0 up, and it's basically, you know, just the complete opposite of what we saw on Inferno, where it was, that's what she said, who got off to a great start. I think it was like 7-0 at one point. And now Able Esports 5-0. Haven't lost a single player yet, and they should keep looking to keep most of them alive. That is a mistake. Kimmy, unfortunate. The only one player who was so very low, and her gets spotted up with the boost. But honestly, right now, for that's what she said, they're just going to be looking for some guns, maybe doing a little bit of damage. That's about it.
Bouchard making sure Cybers won't get out of there. Sapphire will kill Mini. And once again, looking very, very solid. This time, only one player fallen. So that's just very, very solid. And I've kind of a little bit of a deja vu. You know, on Inferno, we kind of had a similar thing where one team would just take quite a big lead, very, very solid. But eventually, we did see a comeback happen. So the scary thing is, though, you know, Overpass is pretty CT-sided. So you want to get that CT side going. Already 5 rounds. It can technically already be enough going into the second half.
Potentially, yes. I agree, especially if it's a map pick. You're going to be feeling more comfortable on the CD side. You've got your 5-0 up, and let's be real, Able are going to be looking for more. They're going to be looking for 6, 7, 8, maybe even 9. I'm also a little happy they didn't pick up the op from Kimmy's corpse there. They're going to be sticking with the 4 AK-47s and a 1 singular op, which is always the smarter idea here on, especially on a map like Overpass. But second buy coming out for That's What She Said, and this time hopefully they'll be looking to deal out a little bit more damage, aggression. I like this. I like the pincer. They're coming in through cons, they're coming in through the B short area, but they don't find anyone. And this time Able, they're going to be heading towards long, but there's no one there. There's no one in bathrooms, no one towards long. And look how deep they've pushed in already with 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock. And that's an A bomb set for free. Now, if Kimmy gets another kill here, this could be... Oh, the timing. The timing is absolutely atrocious. The flash pops, but a second too late. And Miss Harvey, no scope won't land, and she's getting pincered from all sides. It's all gone wrong, Fearless. They're getting slaughtered here, or That's What She Said on Overpass.
Yeah, I can respect, you know, them trying to get connected control as they've been able to have been around there a couple of times. So they put 2 people down there. But having a third also very close, not even trying to hold mid or like maybe a little bit further back towards bathroom. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the wisest decision. You know, eventually it just takes a few people and then you're getting squished from every single angle. So now 6 rounds on the board for Able, already so solid here on the CT or on the T side, and Sapphire is almost on maximum money. Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of spiraling out of control, right? I mean, after the buy, you have $15,500. That's a little ludicrous. And yeah, tag timeout. They really need a tag timeout. They need to talk things through. I know it's another map pick. I know they're leading up, you know, one up, considering they won Inferno, which is their map pick. But this is Able just speed running this game so far. And 6 rounds in, just 10 kills for That's What She Said. That's not good enough for Able. They're just basically in cruise control right now. They can do whatever they want. Every decision they make is working out. Every duel they take is going their way, and Kimmy's going to be leading the charge again. She was phenomenal in Inferno despite it being a losing effort. And she's been great so far here in Overpass as well, running in through. There is a player there. There's a little bit of a stack. Not just a little bit, it's a full stack, but they're still getting slaughtered, still not losing a single player. Last player remains, and Kimmy's gonna steal the frag away from Sapphire, and that's great for Able, walking into the stack and just dismantling that, not losing a single player as well. 7-0 for Able, and That's What She Said, yet to get off the mark. This is not looking good.
Yeah, not too great. But we've I mean, it was also an Inferno, you know, That's What She Said, kicking off with a 7-0 lead. And then we suddenly saw a change. So I'm having a little bit of faith. I'm hoping that something can happen, but a missed shot there by Miss Harvey. And now she needs to fall back, you know, lots of flashes and nades kind of being thrown out of array. Sarah's also now falling back, trying to just... maybe play a little bit more passively from that A site and relaxing and breathing just a little bit, because it was getting a little bit hectic also there for the T's. Oh, and now boost coming up. Not sure if it was spawning anyone necessarily, but that boost certainly did. And that was a leg shot there onto Bouchard, but not dealing too much damage. And Bouchard is now actually getting the kill there onto Cyrus. You can just see that That's What She Said. They're so desperate to get things going, you know, trying to get maybe that long control as soon as you kind of know that there's a player over there. But it's not working out. And once again, Able is just in the lead.
Yeah, and I love this from Abel. Like, their mid-round calling so far on Overpass has been just perfect. Just absolute perfection. They get a couple of kills there, and then immediately, the straight-on pivot towards the B bomb site. If that's what you said, just go for the save at this point. There's no point running out. And they go running out. Nice little dink by Pinecone, but Exile. Oh, that's the problem with the M4. You get a dink with the op, one shot, any part of your body above, on your torso and above, and you're done for. And the save will be called out. Minio and Blender holding onto the M4s, but for Abel, this is disgusting. Look at the money in the 5 plays. Every one of them over 10k. Sapphire almost in $16,000. They're on the hunt as well, and why not? They're just bullying. That's what you said right now.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. They've tried multiple things. They've tried kind of like having some more connector aggression and going for some long aggression. It's just, you know, also the boost on B, you know, the ideas are there, but everything is just getting countered by Abel. Abel is just playing with whatever that's what she said is doing. And, you know, money keeps being low. There's just 0 chances for that's what she said, to keep a hold of a bomb site. Oh, yeah. But hey, a Swag 7 now on the board from Miss Harvey.
Yeah, I mean, she has been missing quite a few crucial shots, especially when you're investing so much into the AWP. We saw how she didn't buy anything in the second and third round, and I mean, I hate to harp on it. She was great with the op in the previous games we've seen from her, but so far, Overpass doesn't really seem to be her map so far. And well, Max 7 up close and personal, maybe it could work out. I don't know. You never know. Mini's gonna find a frag. Still joining the fray as well, but Exile with the AWP, but Blender is still there holding the line. 2 quick kills, and suddenly it's Kimmy left alone. She's found an empty bomb site. But unfortunately, the bomb is not with her. It's far, far away, all the way to above the ladders in the connector area. So still a minute to work with. She's got time. She's got the health. She's got a smoke and the automat Kalashnikov 47. What can she do with this though? It's going to be hard. There is a player near B playing towards Graffiti. That's Pinecone. She doesn't have to face. She can just gather the information, ensure that Kimmy's not able to get a flank through CD spawn. And for Kimmy, the 1v3, doable, but it's going to be hard. And this should be, I don't want to jinx it, but this should be the first round on board here. But that's what she said.
Oh, here we go. Kimmy sneaking up very, very close. And there is a rotation kind of coming in already. But yeah, now smoke will be laid down. Bomb will also go down. And now she needs to take that after plan positioning. And the thing is, though, no one will really come from short. Oh, and they need to do this together, and they're doing exactly that, coming all in and not one by one, so that's really great. But as you said, you know, this is how it should have gone, and that's now the first round on the board for That's What She Said. And also it's great, you know, them surviving with 3 players, 3 AKs. So that's good for their economy.
It is. Unfortunately, no AWP retrieve for Miss Harvey, but it's all right. Little sloppy from Abel. I felt like they were getting a little ahead of themselves there. That bathroom's take. There was no flash from Minio when she walked in, and she got, sorry, not Minio. I think it was Smiley walked on in there towards the bathrooms. There was no flashbang for her, so she got pincered. She spotted Miss Harvey with the Max 7, but got taken down by Minio from behind. So a couple of small little mistakes being made there by Abel, and that allowed, that's what she said, back into the game. Are they really back though? I don't know. 8-1 is still quite a terrifying scoreline if you're the CD side here. But at least, hey, you know, maybe it's a beginning of them trying to mount a little bit of a comeback here. For Abel Esports, their money is definitely not a problem. They can go for whatever buy they want. They have a full arsenal to work with here. Just slow things down a little bit more once again.
And it looks like they're very eager to go towards that B bomb site this time. 4 people over here. And the last person was over towards A. Will now kind of keep a hold of connector, hope to catch any of the rotations. And Well, in fact, it's actually Minnie finding her instead. And she's now pretty damn close. But I like that's what she said is doing here. You know, the B-bomb side is giving up. The positioning was a little bit off, but just go and retake together. But still, the people that are on shore were going in a little bit earlier than those from Graffiti. Oh,
Wait,
what is happening? People are
What?
just on the defuse. Okay, there is the kill now coming in from Exile, but that was scary for a second, and that shouldn't have happened. And Miss Harvey now looking for more, tapping away with the pistol and actually getting it as well. There's luckily a kill on the side, but she cannot find the bomb. Oh, and there's no time now anymore, so that's very, very unlucky, but I'm a little confused what happened there.
Yeah, when did she get on the bomb? I didn't even notice that. I didn't hear the bomb getting tapped, but Abel, I think she had like 1 second, 2 seconds maybe remaining on the defuse. That could have definitely gone the way of that's what she said, but Abel Esports, they give it around and they snatch it back. Fortunately for that's what she said, they're going to be able to eke out a buy. It's not a great buy. Miss Harvey once again back with a Swaggity 7. Thankfully, it's not a Nova, so that's an improvement. But for Pinecone, just the MP9 and the rifles. And look at the pace being set here. No one checks the angle and Blender. 2 quick kills and Minio joins the fray. Finds another one, swaps over to the second M4. Still holding the line. She knows where the bomb is, but Kimmy, she's such a beast. Brings it back. And now it's a 3v3. That reload will be heard by the player playing up close right above her. And that's Cirrus. And she's slowly going to be falling on back here. There's no need to get caught out of position as Pinecone trying to find something, trying to gather some information. This is a good position for her, especially with the MP9. And Cirrus, that's cheeky. Gets the kill on the Kimmy. Nice little burst fire, pre-fire there. And now all onto Exile. Another 1v3. This time with the AWP. She at least has the bomb, though, Viola. So that's something.
With an op, definitely a hard task, and now especially scoped it. Yep, here we come. Flank with that Swag 7, and also there was a player up close, which I was questioning if she was gonna be checking that. So that was pretty good work there, and especially Blender, up in that connect area, definitely performing well. So they're having another round there on that scoreboard, but still the gap is quite big here, and they definitely need a little bit more of those rounds in order to keep it going. So now in this round, as far as money goes, things are a little bit better. Definitely here from that's what she said. They're having M4s, 1 AK on Blender that was saved, and still that op on Miss Harvey. And on the other side, pretty similar. But the money is a little bit lower now. Not in the 10k area. Oh, and now a flashbang coming out. The idea was great, but the spray was not really there to back it up. 1 kill though, but it gets traded. And now they're so eager to keep it going here on B. And once again, things are traded 1 for 1. And that gives room for the CTs to creep in a little bit closer. Miss Harvey here in heaven. And that's, spawning their Exile. So that's the opera out of the game. And now it's a 3-on-2.
3-on-2, Bouchard and Kimmy. 2 players I would love to have in a situation like this. And Kimmy's going to get the bomb down. Bouchard duking it out with the player towards the pit area, and Miss Harvey again finds another kill, all in the hands of Bouchard, looking for the AWP, maybe wanting to pick it up, but she's doing good work with the AK-47, but Cirrus with a very, very, very crucial trade. And that's going to be round number 3, hard-fought round, so that's what she said. But at least 3 rounds on board, but for Able Esports, I can't lie. I feel like they've pretty much done what they needed here on the T side. 9 rounds. And even if that's what she said gets to 6 rounds, 9 rounds is a lot to work with, especially in a map pick. You know what to do. Your CD side should be looking good. And even if you look at the money, yeah, it's looking a little rough right now, money-wise, but still a couple of players, Bouchard, Exile, with some cash to work with. At least that's what she said. They have given themselves a little bit of space, a little bit of a padding for when they will have to switch on over to the T side. But it's not quite done yet. Miss Harvey with the op now. She was good in the previous round. Is she going to be good here? Yes, she is. Finds Bouchard. Flashbang out to go for the re-peek, and she spots a player there. May not be aware of the second one, and I don't know how that missed. I thought it would be bang on her head. As Pinecone finds Kimmy, that's unfortunate. Kimmy spotted out Pinecone, but the MP9 up close. will come out on top.
Yeah, this round is important though. You know, money-wise, that's what she said. Not looking too great. So already this lead is looking very, very solid. But anything can still happen. We do have Exile here that is trying to clear out whatever is going on here. We have, of course, some people there down in Connector. And we have one more lurking around there in the toilet. And Sapphire with that good flash that will at least take care of Mini, making things almost even once again. And the CTs, they need to respond because the time is running low, so you need to have some sort of feeling, you know, where they're going. Blender already coming in with the flank, but it gets expected. Smiley is looking, and that's the bomb now as well. They were so keen of going towards that A bomb site. And of course, the idea of looking behind you is great, but maybe not the bomb carrier. Now time is low, and a Molotov on top of it as well. But they do actually manage to pick up the bomb, but, you know, 10 seconds left, a Molotov onto the site. This is getting harder by the second. They do actually manage to get it down. Miss Harvey, of course, getting all the info. Now one player walking into a crosshair. And the position of Sapphire has now been revealed, but she gets the first. And the question is, will she get the second as well? Blender reveals her position by shooting away, and a Sapphire that will clutch it out here for Able Esports. That was such a great round for her.
That is brilliant from her. Just great shots coming out, great reactions, and at every step of that round, it was favoring. That's what she said. Like, they had all the information, they knew where the bomb was, there was no time remaining, and somehow, like, when the going gets tough, someone just steps up. It's either Kimmy, or it's Bouchard, or Exile, and this time around it's Sapphire. 10-3. The money's been crushed against Fearless. It's rough, isn't it?
Yeah, just some pistols. They decide to heavily stack B once again, and they're just going to be pushing, and oh, well, a nade is definitely taking care of Kimmy. So that's already one kill, and actually Pinecone now onto an AK. So yeah, well, I mean, Able here, of course, they're going to go for the safer route. You know, as soon as you realize it's a B stack, just move on over to towards A and play it safe. You can go hunting after the bomb is planted if you want, but the money, not too great, and the rounds are very slim here still in this first half. So whatever you can do to, you know, collect a few more rounds is always nice to have. And so far, you know, it's looking very solid. Only Kimmy now that has lost her life. Cyrus, though, is looking to hopefully grab something up, maybe deal some damage, which in this scenario would be nice. Oh, but look at that.
Ouch.
That is disgusting from Exile, just turning around. Wasn't even looking and paying attention, but just the reaction there is insane.
Yeah, it's more like, oh, hi, goodbye. Yeah, this has just been Able Esports just running away with it, right? There are a couple of rounds where they made a few mistakes, and that's what you said. They made it look close. They won a few rounds, but 11-3. I think a T side of Overpass, that's a statement on its own. And I hate to call it early on. I'm not one of those. But I gotta say, I just feel I can smell map number 3 coming up, which I do believe is gonna be in Train. And I'm excited to see that. I feel like that's what you said. Should have something in store for us here. But Able Esports, this has been an impressive comeback considering how Inferno kind of slipped away from their hands. Exile, I'm not sure how she missed that flick. And she's getting hounded. And there's no one nearby. There's a player right around the corner. She's not going to check, though. There's a player right behind her. And yet somehow she stays alive. But Blender, 2 quick kills on the Bouchard and Smiley. Exile does reply back, but it's all on her to make something happen here. Scope comes in, is expecting the off angle there from Miss Harvey. She wasn't, but she still gets the kill. Why is no one checking her? I don't know. As the B bomb set is also being lost, but Pinecone at least finds Kimmy, enabling, that's what she said, to go for this retake in a 3v2 situation.
That first kill there of Pinecone was very crucial because now they have an advantage going into this retake. Her teammates are now here to back her up. And monster on that site, moving slowly towards that monster, but Minnie has spotted her and is looking and very eager to get that kill. And now Exile here on the sandbag position is so willing to get it done, almost flicking onto the second player. But eventually, that's what she said, they will get the defuse going. And that means it's an 11-4 scoreline now.
Yeah, that was very, very close as well. But yeah, 11-4, and will, that's what she said, be able to bounce back? We're going to find out after a very quick break.
Hello everyone and welcome back here at DreamHack Showdown. It is map number 2. We have arrived on Overpass and it's halftime. Scoreline is 11-4 in favor of Able Esports. And this is looking very, very good for them. They're now going on the CT side, which is favorable on this map. So let's see if they can bring it to a W.
Yeah, I just want, that's what she said, to kind of channel that cowboy dance. That's going to be my favorite. And when we get back to LAN, if I don't find someone cosplaying a CD and doing that dance during the halftime break, I'm going to be very disappointed, DreamHack. But here we go. That's what she said. They're going to be not wasting any time. Smoke, a couple of flashbangs. Pinecone's going to be tossing in the utility for her teammates. And it's going to be Miss Harvey just with a drive by Goosh onto the players. Blender and Pinecone find 2 quick kills. And this is what the start. This is the start. That's what she said we're looking for. Nice way to kind of bounce back into the second half if they do manage to win this pistol round, which they should. Bomb will be planted, and Kimmy on 3 points of health, and Bouchard on 86, and they're split apart as well. This should be the round for Miss Harvey and her ladies.
Yeah, and Pinecone was already spotting Bouchard, giving the info to Blender, so as soon as she falls, Blender can pick Bouchard right up. And yeah, now Kimmy, she does have a kit, but she's on to 3 health, so this seems very, very unlikely. And eventually it's Miss Harvey taking her down. So now another round for them on the scoreboard, so that's very good for them. So the money can start to build. Maybe they can pull off a similar performance as Able did on that T side. But Able is just very eager to keep it going. They're going to be forcing into this round. Scout onto Excel. And for the rest, we see mainly pistols and a little bit of util. And 3 people now kind of heavy onto that B-bomb side. And they're met with a lot of aggression earlier on. Everyone is just pressing W, and the pistols are definitely doing some work here. Sapphire and Kimmy already with 2, but the AKs definitely win against them, and the bomb now can get planted.
Yeah, I can't really blame Abel for going for this 4 spies. You know, when you're 11-5 up, you are allowed to go for some of these more risky purchases, but good recovery. Looked a little scary there. And that's what she said. Aren't trying anything elegant. It's just the old El Clasico, hold W, rush B, don't stop, and just kill everyone in your path. And so far, at least for these 2 rounds, it's worked on out. And heading into round number... we do a math here. Round number 17, which is the next round, it's going to be pistols for the majority of the players for Abel. And the pistols might even just be the default pistols, or maybe a couple of P250. So should be another opportunity for this, what you said, to kind of get another round here. Bouchard just running up in and not going to find anything. And for Abel Esports, they have the scout, they have the deagle saved. Don't really see any full investment coming out from them. And another opportunity for, that's what you said, to get to maybe, you know, to get another round, maybe at round number 7. And then just play it out. You know, it's still, there's still a wall, I believe, that they can kind of bounce back here. The gap, it's not as massive as it was a while ago. 11-6 is definitely possible.
Oh, and here we go, Bouchard having that smoke up, and well, she's definitely hearing whatever is happening there along. So many people already charging out there, and Pinecone is kind of the lurker there on B. But eventually will be faced with a P250 through her head. So, good thing is though, majority of the CTs are here towards that A-bomb side, but you know, U2 is deployed both, and things are definitely hard, and that's what she said. They're just gonna keep on going, push pretty much everything, because they know that the buy of Abel Esports is not too great, but the pistol, I mean, it's doing its work, and actually it is very close still. It's a 1-on-2, but a scout, low health. Yeah, you might as well just save that AK instead.
Yeah, especially considering you don't have a kit either, and no Kevlar, so this is a smart call from Exile. Done a bit of damage, and for that's what she said, the problem here is, yeah, they've won these, they won 3 rounds back-to-back, but they have suffered quite a few casualties, so of course they're going to be able to buy up, but if Abel are able to win their buy round... Oh, Exile a little lucky to stay alive there, but I bet she knows what she's doing, you know, calculating it perfectly. So buy's going to be coming for, that's what she said. However, they won't have much money remaining in the war chest. You can clearly see Miss Harvey going for the op buy. She has nothing. Her coffers have been depleted. So they have something for the next round if they do lose this, but it is precarious. For Abel Esports, the full buy coming out here. AWP for Exile, she's been looking spectacular so far. The rest of them with rifles, and an AK-47 as well for Bouchard, but Miss Harvey. There we go. She's missing quite a few shots early on the CD side, but now it seems like she's been activated, and that's a good sign for that's what she said here.
Oh yeah, the spawn of Miss Harvey was just a tiny little bit better than a one from Exile, so just having that millisecond of an advantage can make the difference here. So they're having a nice early lead now going into this round. But Abel, they need to respond. They do have some util, but of course you also want to stick to some in case they do eventually push. And oh, Bouchard, that's so unfortunate. Having that duo and not winning it, and then losing yet another player on the Abel Esports side. So they're just going to be running out towards A, and Smiley onto that truck position, and Sapphire was stuck behind the smoke, so they kind of left Smiley there all on her own. So it's kind of met, you know, one unfortunate event by another. So, you know, the call has been made. We need to save yet another round. Yeah, I mean, they do still have a lead, but this is not a very good sign.
Oh, it's definitely dissipating. Miss Harvey, ooh, that got a little scary. Flick shot doesn't land, and she's gonna get punished for it. She wasn't expecting the CDs to have just run on in so deep towards T-spawn. And that's an op lost, but you know what? It's fine, because Minnie has retrieved an op of her own from Abel Esports. So it's gonna be 8-11. And it doesn't seem that a long time ago where we were like, yeah, this one's pretty much done. This is a done deal. I even said like this game's pretty much in Abel's back. And if I remember it right, it was 8-0 and 9-1 favoring Able Esports on their T side, on their map pick. And now 11-8, 3 rounds separating them. And with this buy from Able, I see a world where that's what she said, are able to bounce back here. Another hit coming in towards B. They're not wasting any time, and this could actually work in the favor of the T's, because look at the other 3 CDs. They push down towards mid, but they're far, far away from the rotation, and now Sapphire, it's all on her. She's gonna find 1, finds 2, great work, 3, someone's gonna burn alive, and they're gonna get completely, absolutely shut down with that hole from just the 2 players over there, and not taking a single point of damage. That's massive for Able Esports.
Yeah, I absolutely loved that Molotov that was thrown towards that monster, you know. Of course, it delays things, but it deals great amount of damage, which makes it so easy to pick up those 2 last players that were pushing out from the tunnel. So, yeah, I mean, the money is looking... I mean, it is still there for That's What She Said. But you really need to have a solid strategy going into this round, because this one is important. After this, the money will most likely run out, and Able Esports are creeping very, very close towards that victory and going to a 3rd map. So That's What She Said. They really want to prevent that. They want to keep it going. They want to make sure they get very close to the 12 and the double-digit scoreline.
Yeah, and that was a real test for That's What She Said, and unfortunately failed pretty spectacularly. Great hold, and now able to do the same thing they did the previous round, because they realized That's What She Had. They had no idea what they were up to. They had 3 players push up towards Fountain. This time it's going to be Kimmy towards Connector. FAMAS in hand. At that range, it could do quite a bit of damage, and she's going to do a smart thing. Gets the kill and immediately get the hell out of there, but she's not going to be expecting a second player close by, but doesn't really matter. She's still going to get another frag, but this time she's going to get pincered. So the trades are still taking place. They know where the 3rd player is. It is Exile with it off, and she's kind of trapped all by her lonesome, and they're going to ignore her right now, heading straight for that A bomb site where there is Smiley ready and waiting. Now, what are they going to do with this? They have the information as to where the Opera is. They know where one of the CD players are. Are they going to be heading back towards B? And that is the right call. That is a smart call, and that is a genius call indeed. They're going to get the bomb down here, and there's not going to be anyone nearby to prevent the bomb from getting planted.
Molotov into water. Not a player going to be sitting there, but we do have Sapphire. That is relatively close. Ooh, but a nade will end her life. So it does leave us now on a 2-on-2. And a lot of players are damaged. You know, Exile on 35 HP. Smiley as well. And now they're going to be jumping down and hoping that together they can do it. But it's already Smiley that's falling. And Blender is just taking everyone down here on this B bomb side. It's looking so solid. And Twitch chat, I've been seeing you guys, you know, all the Blender spams. And I'm loving every second of it because she's just throwing everyone in that Blender.
She is the blender. She carries her own battery backpack. She doesn't need no power socket, nothing. She's just like mowing people down. 20 kills for her. Tied alongside Sapphire. She's pretty much doing it all on her lonesome. Quad kill to win that one. Unfortunately, though, we seem to have jinxed it, Fearless. We have completed jinx her. She gets taken down early on by Exile. But still, 12-9. And both the team's economy poised on in a very, very rough spot here. Sapphire with a boost, but it's a little late, but still going to catch a player off. But somehow Minio finds a frag, survives in 6 points of health, and they know where one of the players is, and they're going to try and hunt it down maybe, but they're still going to play this safe. The 2 players outside Monster taking a sweet time, being kept at bay by the Molotov from the CTs, and Smiley's going to get the hell out of dodge. So 4v4. However, Minio being so very low in health is going to be a problem. Kimmy, great reaction there. Getting taken down to half HP, but still manages to land the flick.
Now, about 50 seconds left on that clock. Kimmy is still ready and waiting for it. With that AWP and Smiley there to back it up. So suddenly things are looking very good here for Abel. And Mini now onto just very low HP, 30 seconds. She does have the bomb, but eventually Bouchard, you know, it just takes one bullet to end her life. So very solid, you know, Abel now onto a 13th round. Money is looking pretty solid. Sapphire can drop a teammate, Smiley as well. So it's all good. And that's what she said. They're fully reset.
Yeah, that was the round Able needed to win. The moment they won that, you know, they saved themselves from having to go for another eco. They've broken the economy for that's what she said. You can see them not really going for any investment. And even in the next round, they're still not going to have enough money for a full-fledged buy. Exile is a little careful there. She's going to get hunted down. They're all up close. 1, 2, but Bouchard's there to save the day. One player remains standing, and Bouchard tapping away calmly, finding Blender. And we'll retrieve the op as well. Dual op setup still in play, 14-9. And as I said, the money is still not good for Dutch, what he said. That's how massively it got crushed by losing that round. And final tactical timeout getting called as well. And it's important because this buy is probably going to determine how the rest of this map's going to play out. If they go for the force and they lose it, they're going to be screwed. And Abel's going to run away with this map. It's going to be 16-9, and they're going to go for the force here. Oh, this is high pressure here for that's what she said. They showed a little bit of a fight, Fearless. A little bit of a fight. But it still might not be enough.
Yeah, I mean, they're going for the W instead of overtime, which I can respect. You know, if the thing is, they can technically afford to lose this map. They're going to train next, which is a pretty good map for them too. But it's either you want to take this one down to or probably prepare for that third map. So the force bite comes up. Not everyone is having util, but with that little bit they do have two smokes, a bunch of flashbangs, and a Molotov. It could be enough for an execute, but they need to be aware because you cannot really use any of that early in round to bait out Abel's utility. So you have to do it up first with just bare aim. And they're just sitting tight for just a little bit. And you can see what that does with Abel. Bouchard is just going to be pushing up, you know, not met with any resistance whatsoever. So that's a first kill, almost a second. Blender down to 10 health. You know, this lets the fire up under, that's what she said, their asses. They're going to make a move now. Bringing that bomb towards that A. And there we have it. A little bit of util in return from Abel. A smoke there to delay things. But still it looks like that's what she said. They want to go towards A.
Yeah, I like that from that's what she said. It was a high-risk play, right? Waiting so very long, waiting for the aggression from Abel. And if the aggression didn't happen, they would have had, you know, basically no map control, have to go for a play anyway. They still might have to go for a play here. 27 seconds, they come running on in, and one player is holding onto the bomb set. It's Kimmy with the but Miss Harvey, she's more than ready. Molotov's not going to prevent the bomb from getting planted. Sapphire just running in through the smoke and the flames. The Pinecone's going to get the kill, and that should be the call for the save for Smiley. And that's what she said. This buy, it was such a hard decision to make, but they make it, and they make the buy work. They play the game of patience. They wait for Abel to go for the aggression. They catch the two of them off guard, and then yeah, just running into the A bomb site. And the one sole defender, Kimmy, not able to do anything against Miss Harvey. Now for Abel, they're going to still go for a buy anyway. They have the money, but that's what she said. At least get a double digit, still showing that they have some fight left in them on this particular map.
Ooh, Smiley making that noise. Will Pinecone go hunting, or the people that are up the ladder? No, they are going to be sitting tight. And the money is important this late in the game, so you don't really want to lose your weapons and having to rebuy. And Abel are still able to buy up this round. But the thing is, if that's what she said, win the next, the money is in quite a rough spot for Abel, and that might give, that's what she said, that little bit of a last push to get towards that finish line. The thing is, though, Sapphire now with an opening, that's not too great. And Kimmy now spotting the feed of Pinecone. Sadly, the feed is not going to be enough for a kill. But Pinecone is onto low HP. So this start already very early on in the round is looking very good for Abel.
Oh yeah, if you lose Blender early on, Miss Harvey down 52 HP, Pinecone just hobbling along. Her shin bone shattered with that op shot, and now Minio. She's had a surprisingly quiet game so far. Now time for her to like step it up alongside Sirius, but Head gets spotted out, and Sapphire's still looking to take the duel. She's gonna drop on down, but that's still fine. Their player down, that's what she said. 3 of the players have taken quite a bit of damage, and for the side of Able Esports, they haven't taken a single hit. HP-wise, the off angle from Bouchard catches up Sirius, and this could be it. She should get the second kill as well. She's getting pincered though, and that's perfect for Miss Harvey. At least one reply back with the 30 seconds on the clock though, Fearless. They need to make some haste, and they have no control anywhere. They have no information. They don't even know where to go.
Oh, so little amount of time. They are just going to be hoping that the smokes will be enough. But Kimmy is still in front of it. There is a flash, but it's not going to be enough to blind Kimmy. So the shot is just very, very easy. And they just need to go. The time is so low. And Exile was just delivering once again. We've seen some missed shots from her before, but not this time around. Abel will now go to a map point as they hit that 15 scoreline. That's what she said. Their money is just absolutely broken once again.
Yeah, this is it. I feel like as much as we'd like to see, I wanted to see that comeback, and that's what she said. Looks like it's not going to happen here. Galil's and oh my lord, the collateral there from Kimmy. She could have got a 3K there, but she's still going to find 2. Looking for more. The no-scope's not going to land, but Bouchard is there to shut it down. However, I say that, and suddenly Pinecone replies back, but still, it's all on Sirius. 16 points of health. She's got the bomb, and it's a 1v2. This is doable. However, her position has been compromised. How are Sapphire and Exile going to play this? Are they going to be sticking together? That's what I would go for, honestly, considering how low Sirius is, but I don't think they're privy to that information. But they're going to do that. They're going to be sticking together, and Sirius all on her back. Quiet game so far. She's got a kill already. 2 more to find to keep, that's what she said, in the map. But it is looking very, very unlikely.
Exactly what you're saying. It is probably the smarter decision to stick together in this scenario. You are on that 15 scoreline. You want to make sure you end this one clean. Don't give Cyrus that double 1v1 situation in which, it is definitely easier to clutch. But here we go. 2 people waiting, and it's just Sapphire holding the angle very easily and effortlessly. And Able Esports take this second map now, and that means very, very soon we will go towards Train, the 3rd map in this best of 3.
Yeah, I was very impressed with Able Esports on the T side, but kind of sloppy, I feel like, on the CD side. Both the teams struggling quite a bit, but in the end, they closed it out. Then they take it to map number 3, and we're going to be heading to a very quick break, and we'll be back to see which team's going to move on forward to face off against Dig, if I'm not mistaken, and which team's going to get knocked out, and that's after a very, very short break.